Obviously, more news hit about a week and a half ago. One of your brothers decided to call it a career. Derrick Rose, one of the most special athletes we've ever seen in this game. He put fear in the hearts of the best in our league, bro. And you were right there with it. You got to Chicago 1 year before him. He was your rook. How did your guys' relationship start? And I know it turned into a real brotherhood because I think I saw you officiated his
wedding.
We'll get to that. But tell me how all of it started.
It was just a real blessing to be around Pooh. You know,
what do you call him?
Pooh.
Pooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's as special as they come in terms of, a real introvert at heart, somebody who could score 30 on you, but just was scared of the post-game interview. He just didn't want no part of the media. He just was always true to himself. And, somebody who had an unbelievable talent, but just stayed real throughout. And I think, I wouldn't even, when you're a second-year player, he came in the year before, I wouldn't call him my rook. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to, give out all the gear. He didn't have to do none of that.
He was different.
He was that nice. He was that nice. He didn't have to just come into,
he didn't have no duties
at the hotel. He had no rookie duties.
He made other people handle his shit.
Exactly. I think our relationship grew. Obviously, you want to win a championship so bad, but our relationship really grew smoking herb after he got hurt. So he got hurt, and I think that, he was at the height of his thing, just, signed a huge deal with the Bulls, signed a huge deal with Adidas, but, had to sit out that year. And I think it was a real lonely time for him. Obviously, I want to give a big shout out to his friends, his brothers, who, he keeps the same people from the beginning.
Tight circle.
Real tight circle. But yeah, our relationship really grew on the road, putting that towel under the in the bathroom.
Come on, man. Now you talking real shit. Hey, these people don't know, like, bro, smoking weed was a real job if you were smoking in the league, because it just, you get in trouble. So we had to get the towels. We had to, some people like to turn the shower on. It get too fucking hot in there, but I always had the candles, the incense. I brought the plug-in glades too, so my shit was smelling nice.
You were organized.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm a sophisticated smoker, but it was a real job. And then on top of that, we're taking these drinks to try to flush our systems. Like, what was that? I mean, no one's ever really opened up on the show like that to really let me know we can go there. So let's motherfucking go there, bro.
Nah, man, this is all the smoke, right? This is all the smoke. So let's
talk. So
let's talk about it.
You were saying putting the towels under the door and just fellowshipping.
Yes. So that was some real bonding times. When the guys would come in.
Some of the best.
And I think our relationship really grew off that. It's weird that it was the height of his thing, and how lonely you can be, and you're around your teammates more than you're around your family, and Bud, even though we weren't really supposed to smoke or anything like that, it was so important. It was so important to just be able to just detach. This is big business.
That's
this
your
is
corporation,
bro. Exactly. So to be able to share that and like really get to know each other, I mean, it wasn't nothing fancy. We're in the bathroom talking shit, smoking a blunt.
That's it.
So I really cherished those times, and I think that our brotherhood really grew off that. And he was also somebody who always had my back. There was probably times where the Bulls were like, oh, we could probably get something better for Joakim, and he was probably like, I know Pooh was like, nah, that's my guy. And I think similar, when Pooh was one of the most beloved figures, and when he got hurt, I think a lot of people turned their backs on him in his own city. Damn. So to be able to support him through that, and I don't pretend to be the only person who was, but who was out there on the court with him and who had to deal with that. I cherish that time. I think it just, all those tough times also made our relationship stronger. And then, being able to officiate his wedding.
That's dope, bro. I seen that shit. I'm like, yo, look at this. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Where was it at? Where were you guys at?
I was out here, Beverly Hills Hotel.
Okay. That was some fly shit, bro.
It was fly, but I'll tell you what.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll tell you what. That was the most uncomfortable shit I ever had to do.
I was about to say, you nervous?
I was nervous as hell. Like a wedding.
Did you smoke one first?
I smoked one after.
Okay.
You know, I had to come right. You know, I'm like trying to, you know.
First time doing it?
It was my first time doing it. It's probably my last time. Like, you know, this is.
It's a big business.
It was, you know, when Elena, you know, Mama Rose and all, they were like, okay, you're doing this, we need you for the officiate. Don't fuck it up.
Right.
You know, this is a big moment for my guy, so I want it to be right. Can you imagine? I didn't even smoke one before, man. I waited till after.
You should have maybe just hit it 2 or 3 times just to, I got this shit. So what was I got a chance, not as long as you did, but I got a chance to play with Kobe, and I think there was a misconception on just who he was as a person off the court or even in the locker room. Kobe was someone you could talk shit to. He's going to talk back to you. He's going to rap. He's gonna just a cool, down-to-earth dude. We've never really got a chance to see that side of D. Is he like that, or is he just kind of always cool, laughing, but he's always kind of reserved?
I mean, I think he's somebody who he waits until, you know, he needs to be comfortable.
Okay.
You know, he's a real introvert at heart, you know, so quiet. But I remember our rookie year, like Brandon Jennings scored 55. So guys on the plane are talking about, yo, Brandon Jennings got 55. He might get rookie of the year. And Pooh's not saying shit. And like 2 years later, you know, we're having one of those smoke sessions, and he's like, "Yo, I remember when guys were talking about Brandon Jennings getting the rookie of the year. I'm not gonna lie, that put that fire in me."
Did
you know
it?
What I mean? And he didn't say a word the whole time.
Right.
That's the kind of guy he is. Like even my when I ended up retiring with the Bulls, you know, the Bulls they brought in the guys, but they were giving me like the cheap liquor for the party.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Pooh put the money down right away for me. You know, he'll do shit like that, but just not say nothing. Mm-hmm. You know, he doesn't want credit for anything, but just, you know, class act. I think, you know, what he represents for that city. Every time we laced him up, we felt like we had a chance. And you know, there's something different about free agency and, you know, coming in and getting your first checks together. And I mean, I'm going all over the place, but rookie year, and he gets the rookie of the year. He got all his homies with him. We go out to the club. They don't let him in. They can't let him in the club because he's too young. Too young.
What?
And he's the most famous person in the city.
Right.
You know, so it's just like moments, memories like that.
What's the MVP year like?
MVP year was, I mean, you know, hope is a really powerful emotion, you know, and like when you play with talent like that and you feel like you can win any game, it's a special feeling, you know, you train that much harder. And that's what he represented, not just for us, but for the whole city, you know. And you know, it was Miami Heat, it was LeBron to the Heat, and we really felt like, you know, we were the squad that could get them, you know, and especially when we had that guy on our side. So it was just having Pooh on our side before he got hurt was superpower. You know, it was like almost like he had the turbo button and nobody else had the turbo button.
Cheat code.
Is
there one game that stands out or a play that stands out where you're just like, God, I mean, you got to see it in practice and the game every single day. Then you got to vibe with him off the court. Like, is there one time you're just like, God damn? Or maybe several times where you said that.
I mean, it was every night. But, I mean, the thing that was crazy, just like you said, though, I saw a lot of the top guys show fear around him because they wanted to be friends with him. They wanted to be cool with him, and he didn't want none of that. You know, he was like, okay, these are my colors. I'm not trying to be friends with none of you guys. He's like, these are my teammates, and that's it. But I saw a lot of the top guys who were dominating the game. When Pooh came, they didn't want no problems with that guy.
They didn't want no problems. I seen it.
Shout
I was there.
Pooh, man. Shout out Pooh.
I seen it.